What are the dark sides of living in Norway? That is the video we're reacting to today. I am a Brit who has become slightly obsessed with Norway, and I'm just reacting to videos and finding out as much information about Norway as I possibly can. So if you want to find the original video for this, then there is a link below. Of course, go and check that out and subscribe to them. And give me your feedback on what you think about the video. Any conversations are great to have. So put your comments below and let's crack on. So I have no idea what this is about. All I know is that it's called Dark Sides of Living in Norway. So I'm assuming this is going to be the negatives. So let's see what these say. Right. Learning Canteen. Don't know who these are.
Dark Sides of Living in Norway. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to discuss 10 dark sides of living in Norway.
Right.
We will walk you through the dark sides of living in this amazing country and help you decide if it's the right place for you. From high costs of living and inconsistent weather to social conventions of limited interaction with strangers, let's dive into some dark sides that often get lost when considering life in Norway. Stay tuned to find out more.
I'm ready.
1. You will never be Norwegian.
Oh. This is the same stock footage as the video we saw the other day with the caravans. Remember commenting on it. Okay, all right. You'll never be Norwegian. What?
If you've ever been brave enough to visit Norway as a non-Norwegian, chances are that you've encountered the infamous Viking stare. You know the one. It's like the Norwegians have judged your worthiness simply from looking at you. The food here is also something that us non-Norse folks struggle with.
Can't say I've ever experienced the stare, to be honest. Maybe it's there. I didn't have that problem. But okay, food. Okay, this is food will be difficult.
If your idea of comfort food is anything other than boiled cod or reindeer stew...
Boiled cod or reindeer stew. Now, sorry to upset you, but I'm a vegetarian. So it is definitely something that I would struggle with in Norway. But I managed it last time I was there. So, but yeah, I won't be eating boiled cod or reindeer stew. It sounds horrendous.
Also known as lutefisk, then I hate to say it, but Norway may not be for you. Not only is this
What? So I'm not going to move there because I don't like reindeer stew.
cuisine notably unappetizing to some, there's really no way around it either. But everyone also seems to eat traditional Norwegian dishes every single day.
Yeah, but I'm not eating with them. I'm eating with myself. Why would I eat reindeer stew if I don't like it? That's okay. That's a weird statement.
So don't expect any variety on the dinner table anytime soon.
Sorry to pause. Sorry about this. But I'm making the food. Why would I be... What are you talking about?
On top of all these small annoyances, however, there is perhaps nothing more trying than learning how to speak Norwegian, an incredibly hard language even for those steeped in its culture.
Yeah.
It is certainly one of the negative sides of moving to Norway. 2.
Okay, I mean, this is a bit harsh. A negative of moving to Norway is the language is hard. I mean, you know that, though, don't you? You know that before you go there. It's not a surprise. You don't get there and go, wow, they all speak funny. What's going on? They got their own language and everything. It's not breaking news, is it? We know this. Okay. Darkness.
Darkness.
We all know it's dark.
There are some dark sides of living in Norway that you might not be aware of.
Okay.
Take darkness, for instance. With its northerly location, Norway experiences genuine polar night from late November to mid-January in some parts. That's a whopping 8 weeks without seeing any daylight at all.
That's not everywhere,
and
is
if you thought those midnight suns were magical during the summer months, this kind of darkness could certainly feel like an interminable gloom settling over you. Just imagine 90 days with no natural light. Try not to think about it too much or take on a gothic aesthetic. 'Tis best just brace yourself for it and accept your fate until February arrives. 3. High taxes. Let me be blunt. High taxes are one of the dark sides of living in Norway. And it isn't just for people with a lot of money or income. Everyone has to pay up. The average tax rate can range anywhere from 20 to 50%, depending on the region you live in. Oh yeah, did I mention that those rates don't even include value-added tax? It doesn't stop there. If you're an entrepreneur or own property in Norway, then your taxes will be even higher. On top of all this, some goods like cigarettes and alcohol cost significantly more here than...
Okay, well, cigarettes and alcohol, I don't smoke and I don't drink much either, so that's not a bother. I mean, the taxes, of course, it does depend on your wage. I mean, obviously, you're going to get. Are you paid well? Do you feel like you're paid well? Is that a bit of a myth, or not? Or I mean, I get, I've been there. I know it's quite expensive, but I wasn't blown away by the expense. I mean, the UK's not cheap either, by the way. So I wasn't like, oh my God, I couldn't live here. But as a average Norwegian, how are you finding it? How do you find? Do you feel like you're getting rinsed with the tax, or do you feel like you're paying for quality like public services? How are you finding that? So let me know. Oh, by the way, I have moved the camera here and made it bigger due to a comment. Someone said move it to the left and make it bigger. So I've tried it for one video. Let me know. Okay.
Other countries, as they have additional sin taxes imposed on them by the government.
Okay.
4. It's cold most of the year. Norway is a beautiful country with plenty of natural wonders to explore, but let's be real, the majority of the year is spent bundled up in layers upon layers of clothing, trying to stay warm against the unforgiving Nordic winds. It is certainly one of the most annoying negative sides of moving to Norway.
I'm sorry, but you know this. We know Norway's a cold country. It's not a negative if you're expecting, is it? We know this. Yeah, it's colder. Great, because I'm so hot right now that I can't even think because I'm melting and I hate it. I absolutely hate the heat. So I love the cold. So that is great for me. Good.
But why is it so darn cold in Norway, you may ask? Well, it all has to do with the country's location in the far north of Europe.
Well, yeah.
Norway is situated at a high latitude, which means it gets less direct sunlight throughout the year. This, combined with the country's long coastline and the fact that it is surrounded by cold oceans, means that temperatures stay low for most of the year. And let's not forget about the dreaded polar night, which occurs in parts of Norway during the winter months. This is when the sun doesn't rise above the horizon for weeks on end, leaving the country in a state of perpetual darkness. 5. Hard to find a job.
Okay, jobs.
It's a struggle no matter where you are, but it can feel especially daunting in a country like Norway. Don't get us wrong, Norway is a great place to live with a high standard of living and plenty of opportunities. But let's be real, finding a job in Norway can be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, especially that's Trondheim, isn't it? This bit. Anyway, yeah, I mean, obviously, as much as I'd like to learn the language, I know what I'm like, and I would just never be able to speak the language. Not to a fluent. I might understand a few words and some basic sentences, but I just don't think I'm ever going to be able to learn the Norwegian language fully. Just being honest, I just wouldn't. So that would be a problem. I wouldn't. How would you work as a non-native speaker? That would be my limiting factor for me. I know everybody speaks English in Norway, but not at work. So that would be a problem. I'd have to find something that is not reliant on that.
One of the main reasons for this is the country's small population. With only about 5 million people living in Norway, the job market can be quite competitive. This is especially true in the larger cities like Oslo, where the demand for skilled workers is high. But it's not just the competition that makes finding a job in Norway tough. There's also the language barrier to consider.
Yeah.
Although many Norwegians speak English, it's still a good idea to have at least a basic understanding of Norwegian if you're hoping to land a job. If you are not skilled, then this is one of the negative sides of moving to Norway that you should seriously consider. 6. No Amazon.
No Amazon, yeah.
Now, before you start throwing your laptop out the window in frustration, let's take a moment to examine the reasons why. One of the main reasons Amazon isn't available in Norway is due to the country's strict regulations on foreign companies.
Okay.
These regulations are put in place to protect local businesses and ensure that they are able to compete with international companies.
Nice, I like that.
Amazon's absence is definitely one of the dark sides of living in Norway. No more 2-day shipping for those last-minute gifts, no more endless scrolling through pages of products, and no more Amazon Prime discounts. It's a tough pill to swallow, we know. But fear not, there are still plenty of other options for online shopping in Norway.
Yeah, I mean, no one would not move somewhere because they don't have one website. Okay, is it a negative? Well, it's just different, isn't it? You can't list this as a negative. It's like, oh no, Amazon, no, that's a shame. Okay, I'll go somewhere else then and buy it somewhere else. I mean, are you noticing that that you can get better quality stuff? Because a lot of it's junk on Amazon as well. You got to remember that. So I like the fact that they're supporting their own country and trying to encourage people to start their own businesses to sell these things. And again, what is the being a business owner like in Norway? Are they encouraging you to start your own business? Is that something that they want you to do, or do they put loads of red tape and make it a nightmare? Let me know.
Local retailers like Elkjob and Komplett offer a wide range of products and often have competitive prices. 7. Eating out is expensive. One of the main reasons eating out is expensive in Norway is due to the high costs of living in the country. Norway has a strong economy and a high standard of living, which means that the cost of goods and services is generally higher than in other countries.
Right.
But it's not just the cost of living that makes eating out pricey in Norway.
I never eat out anyway, so it's going to make no difference to me whatsoever.
The country also has high taxes on food and alcohol, which can add a significant amount to the final bill. And let's not forget about those pesky service fees, which are often included in the price of a meal. 8. High rent. For many people living in Norway these days, rent takes up a large portion of their budget each month.
Same here.
This makes it difficult to find affordable housing, especially in cities, without breaking the bank. It also means that living costs are higher here than in most other countries around the world, which can make life really hard for those on lower incomes or retirees who rely on fixed pensions. In addition to causing financial stress amongst residents, it also means that fewer people can actually afford to live here, as house prices have been steadily increasing over time. Not only does this put pressure on existing housing stock, but it could potentially discourage foreign investment. So while many love living here because of its breathtaking views and incredible nature-filled surroundings, they may soon be unable to do so if things don't change soon.
Okay.
9.
I mean, I find it interesting with the housing market, because I don't really know what the value of houses are in Norway. Obviously, it's all in kroner, which I've only just found out. Someone in the comments, thank you, said that kroner just stands for crowns, which is a way cooler currency. That's five crowns, please. I love that. That's awesome. But what I might do, I'm actually planning on doing, I might just do a video where I'm looking at Norwegian property and just seeing kind of what I could get for my money. Maybe take what this house that I'm in now is worth and transporting that to Norway and seeing what I could get for the same money. Maybe I'll do that. That might be interesting. Well, it's interesting for me, so I'm going to do it anyway, and I'll just record it. So if you want to see that, if you have any property-based videos, let me know, please.
Postal service is very slow. One of the most inconvenient ones is undoubtedly the snail-like pace of Norwegian postal services. In fact, it's so slow that many Norwegians joke about sending letters to the past rather than to faraway relatives. You probably wouldn't believe how much time you can lose waiting for your mail to be delivered, and then there's always the risk that it will take longer than expected, or worse, get lost. Postal delays are such an integral part of Norwegian life that some people now use Norwegian post time as a way to explain why they weren't able to meet their deadline. 10. Clearing the UDI immigration hurdles.
Right.
There is one dark side to living in Norway that not many people talk about: clearing the UDI immigration hurdles.
What's that?
Yes, if you're looking to move to this beautiful Scandinavian country, then be prepared for some rigorous visa applications and paperwork. It can be an incredibly tedious process at times, from gathering various documents from home countries or getting medical screenings done before being approved by the Norwegian Directorate of Immigration, UDI. Not to mention all the back and forth emails with their legal team if something goes wrong. Often, even after following every guideline correctly, you may still find yourself stuck waiting for months on end just trying to figure out what went wrong or why your visa was denied in the first place. It's enough to make anyone pull their hair out. In conclusion, living in Norway can be a great experience as it is known for its beautiful scenery and vibrant culture. However, there are some dark sides of living in Norway, such as high taxes, challenging climate, and expensive living costs. Despite these issues, though, Norway remains an attractive destination for many due to its high quality of life and fantastic countrywide services. If you prepare for all the negative sides of moving to Norway, then you should have no problem making the most out of your time spent here. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, that was it was interesting enough. I think a few of those were a bit harsh or at least a bit common sense, you know. It's dark in Norway. Yeah. It's cold in Norway. Obviously. That's the appeal. That's why I like it. Bit harsh. Tax, again, the tax will depend on the quality of living, how you're finding that tax being spent? Are you feeling it? So let me know. I would like to find out more about the UDI, about the immigration status. So if you've got any good videos about anyone moving to Norway, or you've got a good knowledge yourself, then let me know, and we'll take a look at that. I do want to do like I said, a property one. I'm going to have a little peruse around the property market in Norway, see what you can get for your money, because I've got no reference points at all at the moment. But yeah, okay, interested? Like I said, link to the original video is below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.